Hi guys, I'm Jenny from the Marine Conservation Society. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about sharks. I'm going to show you how to make this cool shark, and you're going to learn a little bit about some of the sharks that we get here in the UK. First of all, I wonder if you have any idea how many different types of sharks we get. You ever think, and I'll come back to it later. So to make your shark, you're going to need a toilet roll tube, a pair of scissors and an adult to help you. And the first thing you're going to do is cut yourself a triangle out of the front to make the mouth. So you're going to cut to about halfway. You can do this flat on your desk, of course, or your table, and you're going to hold onto the piece that you've cut out, that triangle. You're going to need that later on. So there we have the mouth of our shark. Now, sharks are top predators, which means they're really, really good hunters. So they have very, very good senses to help them hunt. But one of the senses that isn't quite as good is their sense of taste. They don't really need a great sense of taste when you're hunting across the ocean. So the way that they can tell whether they like something or not is to have a taste bite of it. And obviously if you're a human, that's not going to feel very good. And that's often why they get a bit of a bad name, I think. Because in films and things like that, they can be made out to be these vicious hunters, but actually they're just trying to check out if they like something to eat. And really, as human beings, they don't want to eat us, do they? Because we don't really belong in the ocean. We're not really in there all the time, are we? So senses of a shark are really, really good. Less so their taste. There we go, we have their mouth. Next thing we're going to do is give it a tail, and we're basically going to just cut in 2 more triangles, and we're going to bring it up to give it a nice streamlined shape. If you look at the shark behind us, you can see that they are designed to glide really efficiently, really easily through the water. Cut one triangle out there, and I'm going to cut a similar thing. Now on that edge I've left a bit of distance so I can put my dorsal fin in, and on the other edge I'm going to do it a little bit narrower to give it a bit more of a shape. Mine's quite a fat, it's not the best toilet roll tube, this one. It's better if it's a slightly thinner one than the one I've got. Okay, so we've got our tail. You can see the long tail on the end when the sharks change behind us. And then we need to give it some fins on the side. Now, most sharks have 8 pairs of fins. I'm just going to squash that down, and from the tail, we're going to hold it the tail way up. Oops. I'm going to hold the tail way up, and we're going to cut in 2 lines to give it 2 cuts even, not 2 lines, about that long, to give our shark a set of fins on the side. Now if you have a little look at the blue shark behind, you can see that the fins are really kind of facing that way, aren't they? They're flatter, but you get the idea. We've got some fins on the side, and our sharks have got, or living sharks have got 8 pairs of fins. We've got 2. We haven't got room on our toilet roll tube. Okay, so we've got our fins, we've got our tail. We need to put our dorsal fin along the top. One of the fins, the fin that our sharks are particularly known for, aren't they? We're going to get the piece, the triangle that you cut out for the tail, and what we're going to do is just make it less of a wide triangle. So I'm just going to make the cuts along the side to make it a bit shorter. See what I've done? And I'm going to do the same sort of thing on the other side. Now this is where you might need to get an adult to help. I'm just going to draw a couple of lines on here to show what you're going to do, because we need to make a tab on the bottom of our fin. Can you see that properly? Maybe not because of the light. There we go. To leave the tab. Now you might be able to do this yourself, but it might be best to get an adult to help you. And you definitely will need to get an adult to help you with the next bit, because we're going to put a hole in the back of the shark. So there's our little tab. Can you see that? So what we want to do, I'm going to do mine down on the table. So one side we left more of a gap, a joined bit, and the other bit we went a bit shorter. So we want, that's your top, because that's where you've got room to put your fin on. Just going to poke a little hole. I'm going to do this on the table in front of me so that I don't hurt myself either. Be very careful of your fingers. Make sure your adult is helping you to do this. Little cut. Okay. Once you've got the little cut, we can take the fin and poke it, hoping I've made it big enough. Yes, I have. Through, and I'm just going to put my finger in. So so that I can bend it up, the tab back on itself. Now you can put a bit of glue on there if you've got some, but I think mine will hold. There we go. And you can even put a bit of glue between the tail. Now, the final thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to give my shark some teeth. You don't have to. If you wait for the picture of the amazing basking shark to come up behind me, you can see that it doesn't have any teeth. But I'm going to make mine more of a cartoon shark, and I'm going to give it some teeth. So all you have to do if you want to is trim little triangles out all the way around. And again, this might be something that you need some help with in adult doing. Being careful not to get your fingers, to take your time. You get the idea of what I'm doing. I'm making it zigzaggy all the way around. I'm only going to do halfway so that you get the idea, but you can go all the way around when you do yours. And you could even think about painting yours. Now, I'm not actually going to paint mine because I quite like it. There we go. I quite like it as it is. And also it means that I can recycle it afterwards. If you want to keep your shark, then absolutely you could paint it. You could think about the colouring of the shark. Look at the blue shark here. You can see the dark colour at the top and the light colour on the bottom, and that helps it to be camouflage. You could make it into a basking shark if you haven't put your teeth on. You could have a look at some of the sharks, and you might even make it like one of the sharks that we're going to meet in a few moments' time. There's one more thing that I need to put onto my shark, and that is my eye. And I'm going to put an eye on either side because the sharks have eyes on either side, but also eyes on either side are useful to help you be able to see really, really far, and well, everywhere around you. I don't mean really far, to be able to see further around yourself. And there we have our shark. Next, we're going to take a look at some of the species of shark that you get in the UK with a quick YouTube video from our friends at Discovery UK.
Hi, I'm Tom Hurd, marine biologist and a Marine Conservation Society Ocean Ambassador. Here are some facts about sharks found in UK waters. Thresher shark. Their unusual tail gives the shark its name due to the elongated upper part of the tail, which in most cases can be as long as the shark's body. They are strong, fast swimmers and even have the ability to leap out of the water using their enormous tail fin. They are one of the few sharks that are able to fully jump out of the water. Blue shark. Blue sharks are one of the most wide-ranging sharks, being widespread in tropical and temperate oceans. Females have skin 3 times thicker than the males to withstand the bites during courtship. Frilled shark. Frilled sharks live deep in the ocean and are very rarely seen. This species is named by its distinctive frilly gill slits. The shark has 6 pairs behind its blunt head, with the front pair continuing under the body to meet at the throat, giving the shark the appearance of a frilly neck. Frilled sharks have an unusually long gestation period, which is believed to be at least 3.5 years. Young are then born in litters of 6 to 12. Spiny dogfish. The spiny dogfish varies in size due to their habitat. They have 2 spines by their dorsal fin, a streamlined body shape, brownish grey in coloration with white spots. The spiny dogfish is an ovoviviparous species, which means eggs are produced and hatch inside the mother's body. They then give birth to live young. Only a few fish, amphibians and reptiles reproduce in this way. Basking shark. Britain's largest fish and the 2nd largest in the world. They can grow up to 11 metres long and weigh up to 7 tonnes, about the size and weight of a double-decker bus. The basking shark relies on the guidance of its senses of taste and smell to detect food. It feeds on plankton and can filter around 1,500 to 2,000 cubic metres of water per hour to obtain sufficient quantities of food.
Those are just 5 of the species of sharks that we get here in the UK. Earlier on, I asked you how many species you think we get in total. Did you have a guess? We actually get 40 different species that either live or visit our UK waters. During that video, you'd have seen there was an ICUN status along the top of the screen, and what that tells us is how likely that shark is to one day become extinct. Unfortunately, over half of the species that we get in the UK are at risk. If you want to find out more about the sharks, and maybe even think about donating to our appeal, so that you can help save these wonderful creatures, visit www.mcsuK.org/sharks. And if you've enjoyed this video today, don't forget to give it a like and share, and hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye!